Behaving.
I know, it's just hard.
We're all rooting for you. Rooting for you.
How you doing? My name's John Mewhorter, and I'm here to talk about the father-daughter relationship. There was a man named John Sonor who said it's very admirable that a man that takes his son fishing, but there's a special place in heaven for fathers who take their daughters shopping. There are many fathers out there that don't realize the effect they have on their daughters, and they're not even aware of what they're doing. And if you're not in a father-daughter relationship, this still affects you because you do have someone in your life that this relationship is important to, such as your sisters or your granddaughters or even your wife. Now, about 4 years ago, my wife made me a father, and that's when I decided I want to be the best man I can be. So I read every book I could get my hands on and talked to every father I knew, and I didn't want to do the same mistakes they were doing. So first I want to tell you that you are the most important man in your daughter's life, and that every man from here on out will be compared to you. And then I want to talk to you about sex. And I know everyone's getting all beat red because no one likes to talk about that subject, but I want to tell you why we can't let our daughters just learn about sex in school, that we have to talk to them about it too. Well, good or bad, you are the most important male figure in your daughter's life. A lady by the name of Rebecca Coley said that a father that shows their daughters warmth and control, they're more likely to succeed academically. And as males, we just can't go to work, come home, bring the paycheck, and expect our job to be done. Because at the end of 1990, there's a 26-year-long study that concluded that fathers that are involved in the daughters' day-to-day activities are more likely for the daughters to conceive. To feel, confide in him, and show emotional support. In the book Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters, there's by Dr. Meg Meeker. She said that 76% of teen girls base their decision on their sexual activity that their father influences it. So I mean 76% of teen girls. So you might have a lot of loves in your life, but your daughter doesn't, and she makes all her decisions based on you. All the men in her life are compared to you. So if the values that you hold strong are, honesty, faithfulness, strength, comfort, those values you need to show your daughter. So when she gets older, those are the kind of men she goes out with and eventually will marry. Now, I know this is probably the hardest part of the speech because we've talked about the values that you show your daughter, and that's how the men she'll pick and how you're important to your daughter's life. But now we need to talk about sex in school. The sexual education classes guidelines are based on the Sexual Institute of Education Council of the United States. And here's just a few facts from each age group. Between 5 years old and 8 years old, they teach you that touching yourself in a private area and enjoying it is called masturbation. Between 8 years old and 12 years old, they'll teach you that homosexual relationships are just as fulfilling as a heterosexual relationship. Between 12 years old and 15 years old, they tell you that in most states you can get a prescription for birth control without even consulting your parents or getting your parents' permission. And between 15 and 18, they teach you sexual fantasies involve mysteries and forbidden things. So we need to be involved in our daughters' lives because, you're the most important person in her life, and you set the blueprints for your daughter's life. And even when we don't think that they're watching or what we're doing, it affects their lives, it does. Because, 76% of girls base their sexual relationships on that. And it's never too late to rebuild your relationship. You can call them on the phone tonight because you're always her daddy. Because when a man grows up, or when the son grows up, he becomes a man, and when a daughter grows up, he's still your baby. She's still daddy's girl. Thank you very much, and everybody have